Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. We'll see the Golden State Warriors and the Chicago Bulls. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. Outside Butler. And he drives in. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You see how effective Butler is driving inside. The combination of muscle and athleticism is tough to stop.
Pulls it from 20. He gets it in there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Rose. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, once Rose feels like he has to step on the defense, he's ready for a liftoff. What a slam.
Here's Curry. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul.
And that one falls for Curry. And so Curry nails both of them.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Rose outside with the drive. And the layup is good off the glass.
Oh boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
Pass to Bogut. Chicago with a rebound. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, man, talk about hang time. What a wicked double clutch finish.
Hey, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by.
Number 31. Festus.
Here's Curry. Rose grabs the board.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay. Whew. He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, I don't know, about a week.
Now here's Curry. Here's Ezeli. Outside for Green. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And this is where Green looks to score. He's comfortable and confident down low.
It's stolen by Green. Here's Curry. Pass to Ezeli. Outside Curry. And here is Thompson. Guarded by Rose. Thompson, no good. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Butler with a steal. And a fast break now for the Bulls. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Golden State on D. 4-point game.
That is how you deny entry. Great effort.
And here's Thompson for three. Rebound by the Bulls.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
2 minutes.
Jordan inside. to the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now here's Jordan. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Pippen going inside. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
1:11 left in the opening quarter. Nifty move. And he hits the jumper for two. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Rose. Drives to the hoop. Ezeli with a rebound. Here's Spates to the wing on the left. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Chicago making a switch here. And so he hits both. Here's Rose. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Takes it inside. Got a hand on it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Barbosa. Fires it. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Now Rose. Good if it goes. Oh, it's good!
That's the buzzer. That is how you finish it.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling. No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Outside Levine. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Ezeli. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Barbosa. Puts up a 3. Gilmore grabs the miss. Here's Levine. And the dunk by Levine.
Just absolutely electric in the open floor. Levine with the bucket.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it. Rose with it. 6 points for him. Down low. Here's Gilmore. And he jams it home with authority.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Ezeli's got his first bucket in this one.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Pass to Ezeli. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Out left to the wing. Here's Kukoc. Out to the wing. Rose outside for three. And Spates pulls it down.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Livingston. 6 points for him. Over Rose. Can't connect from 14. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pippen. And he goes in for the dunk.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. A nice shot by Spates.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Bulls leading by 4. Pass to Levine from outside the arc. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Levine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Off the pass, Levine is more or less just automatic. He just lets it fly.
Here's Livingston. To the paint. Here's Ezeli. Gilmore grabs the miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Woo! This energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. A minute 9 left to play in the half. Warriors trail by 9. And here's Curry. Driving inside. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
That's where Curry will cross you up. If you play him to shoot, he just drives it.
Right side, Butler. 4-3. Outside Love. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And the Warriors with possession. Pass to Armstrong. Let's go with a 3. Hits the trifecta. Armstrong's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to steam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. Chicago leading by 9. Butler on the wing. From deep, Jordan. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
From the high post. Up top, Curry. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. And so it's the Chicago Bulls going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such... A high clip All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Curry's shot is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Barnes. Chicago with a rebound. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Jordan. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Chicago shooting their first free throw this game. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Love for 3. On target from range. Love's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Curry looking it over. Lets it fly from 18. The shot misses. Bulls leading by 16. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Second team foul.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Back to Jordan. To the middle. Here's Rodman. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. Who imagines that might be discussed at halftime? That's going to be on the film.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well. Nice feed inside, saw the play develop, and hit him right when he needed to.
Inside. Says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Curry, no good. Bulls leading by 18. Now Jordan. 7 points in the game. Rodman. Oh, throw it down. Wow. And that one is stuffed right through.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Curry. Here's the pick. Knocks it down from distance. Curry's got 9.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3 ball is falling. That's how good he is.
The deep 3. Rebounded by Green.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler. And some changes here for the Warriors. Warriors trail by 17. Barbosa can't get it to go. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Butler can't get it to go.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
They set the pick. Pass to Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Barbosa. Down low. Tries again. Ezeli can't hit. Bulls leading by 17. Rodman, no good. 51 seconds left in the third. Pass to Spates. To the wing, right side. Here's Livingston, covered by Jordan.
Chicago foul. Michael Jordan. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Chicago on D. To the paint. Here's Spates. Chicago with a rebound. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Armstrong. From downtown. Pure from three-point range. Armstrong's got 6.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Jordan goes in. And slam dunk by Jordan. And here are the Warriors now. With 1 on the clock. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency.
34.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's Levine with the ball for Chicago. To the inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Bogut. Barnes with it. Three-pointer. The shot won't fall. On the attack, Rose. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Curry. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Nice work from the in-between area. Curry has no problem taking this shot when it's available.
To the middle. Here's Gilmore. Here's Levine for 3. The shot no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Green. Now here's Thompson. Outside Curry. Here he goes. Out to Thompson. Green, a screen. Thompson, no good. Bulls leading by 20. Rose into the lane. Hawkins, he's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Smart play from Rose, getting up close to the basket for a high percentage look.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
So it's the Warriors now. Green, a screen. Here's Curry. And there's another one for the Warriors.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
Pass to Gilmore. Here's Rose. Takes the 3. Barnes with the rebound. To the inside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. On the wing, Levine launches it, hits the three-pointer.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Curry. And it's blocked. To the right side. Here's Pippen. Another 3 for Chicago.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
2 minutes.
Inside. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Pass to Bogut. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Barnes. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
To the paint. Gilmore's shot is good.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Thompson. Some solid defense from Butler. Here's Rose. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
An excellent finisher who loves to bring the intensity. Rose will challenge anybody at the rim.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And so it's Golden State with it. On the wing, Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Green's floor stretching ability, one of the things that makes this offense so dynamic.
There's the steal. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Warriors.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Outside Curry. Over Levine. Rose grabs the board.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Gilmore. Rebounded by Green. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Thompson, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read. When you're losing, you can't afford to give the ball away.
"19 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Rose. That one goes in.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And here's Curry for 3. The deep 3 from Levine. So no problem for Chicago.